and welcome back to TB TV. In this video we'll be going over more of the driving characteristics of the Mark 8 Ford Fiesta ST. In the first video we did a quick walk around, the spec, colour, things like that. So in this video it's all about the driving, so let's get on with it. Let's find some B roads and have a blast. Quite early on a Sunday morning, so the traffic shouldn't be too bad today, so I shouldn't get caught up behind too many people. So one thing I know that's been quite a big talking point is this 3-cylinder engine in this car. I know a lot of people were concerned or thought that was an odd move. I have to say, personally, I think it's worked out really well. It sounds really good. I think that comes from the odd cylinder numbers. It definitely sounds a bit more a much bigger engine than it actually is, than a 1.5. Interestingly enough, it has this cylinder shutdown technology, so it can actually run on 2 cylinders when you're in the optimum settings, or when you're in like cruising, I guess, or in high gears. I have to say, I haven't even noticed that. I would imagine that at some point in 1,300 miles I've done now, that must have happened, and I can't even tell you that I've ever noticed it. So if it has done, it's certainly not something that affects the driving characteristics of the car when it does kick in. It's not even, you know, something that you would know about. So I think Ford have done a really good job on making that work with the 3 cylinders and the cylinder shutdown. It's certainly not an issue at all. There is a little bit of piped in soundtrack through the speakers, but it's not a huge amount. What you're hearing is genuinely the car's engine, and I've got to say, I mean, it sounds fantastic. Certainly when you get it higher up the rev range, it certainly does reward you. Just point and squirt, and it just goes where you point it. It's incredible. The limited slip diff is a big part of that, and I would say that if you're trying to keep the cost down on buying one of these, then that's probably an option that I would say is the one to have of any of them. It really does make the car handle incredibly well in the corners, and really encourages confidence, improves the grip levels. Just like that, really pulls you out of the corner. too much fun. What I have noticed, something that I'm not used to, is you do get a little bit of torque steer when you're in the lower gears. Obviously it's because it's a front wheel drive car. I've been used to driving a 4-wheel drive car where quite a lot of that power has been split to the rear wheels, so that really hasn't been present. But it's not uncontrollable, it's just something to be aware of, that you do get a bit of that. Do that all again, because that is a nice little stretch of road there. As far as internals in the car, I think the seats hug you extremely well. They can be a little bit narrow in the waist area. I mean, I'm not particularly big, but just be aware if you are on the larger size that, you know, the seats are a little bit narrow, so something to maybe think about. Certainly maybe make sure you've sat in one before maybe making a decision, if that could be an issue. I think the steering wheel's really nice. It's a nice thickness, it's not too thick, but it's definitely not too thin. And as you go into sport mode, it gets a little bit heavier over the normal mode. Hopefully that's given you a bit of a taste of what it's like to drive and own a MK8 Fiesta ST. I've got some more content coming up which will include some tasteful upgrades for the car, nothing too crazy, to include replacing the rather horrible orange fog lights for LED ones. So I'll do a detailed video on how to install those, and also replacing the reversing lights for brighter LED versions as well. So do that in detail, walk through the installation before and after, so you can see what that all looks like. Now, I'm also aware there's a few exhausts that are starting to become available as well for this car, and at the moment it's a toss-up between the Scorpion and the Miltech exhaust. And I'll be doing a video on those two particular products, what I think of those, their costs, etc., how they sound. I managed to capture some Scorpion exhaust from Ford Fair, and I think I should have some from the for the Miltech as well. And I can talk you through my decision process on which one I end up going with, and then once we get it, installation and how it sounds compared to the standard exhaust that's on the car now. So hopefully plenty more content to come. Thank you to anyone who's subscribed so far. I really didn't have any expectations of people wanting to watch this content. I'm really pleased that people are interested, and hope that I can continue to create content that you want to watch. What I would say, if there's really anything that you want to know about this car, any nuance, subtle or otherwise, drop me a message in the comments and I'll happily do my best to answer it. So, not really used to doing all this, but I guess I need to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe, and the notification bell as well, because that way when I do put up the next video, you'll get a notification straight away that it's there and ready to watch. So thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video soon.